Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. Today in front of me, as you can see, I have the iPhone 12 right here, and I'm going to be unboxing it today and getting it set up and just, I guess, giving y'all my first impressions on this device. So the variant I have is the 12, not the 12 mini, not the 12 Pro or the Max, and I have the 64 gig variant with 4 gigabytes of RAM. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the specs on this. The display size is going to be 6.1 inches vertically, and so it's a pretty good display size, and I guess the phone size is pretty good as well. My S21, it's 6.2 inches, and I've had a pretty good feeling, and I guess I've had a lot of control of the device when holding it in my hand. So for me, 6.6 inches to like 6.3 inches is pretty good for any device, any smartphone. So next up, we have the battery. We have a 2,815 milliamp hour battery. It's a pretty small battery, as you can tell, because as of right now, most phones, they have way bigger batteries, and they indeed did lower the battery size for the 12 series when compared to the 11. So it with the A14, it is more battery efficient. However, I'm not sure if you'll get more battery life. I did go out and check out some battery videos, and it was very close, and sometimes it even lost. So battery life might not be the best, but I have to go ahead and test it and use the device for a couple of days to know for sure. So the resolution of the display is going to be a little different. It's a little higher than 1080p, so it's going to be 2532 by 1170, and the PPI is 460, so it's pretty good overall. And it is, as I said, it's a little higher than 1080p. And the cameras, we have two cameras. We have an ultra wide and a normal camera, the normal wide camera. They're both, I believe, 12 megapixels, and they can shoot at 4K 60 FPS. So now that we got all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and examine the box and go ahead and unbox it. So as you can see, it is a little thinner. And the reason for that is because this year Apple decided not to include a charging brick with their phones, and so you have to go out and buy it separately, or if you have it from, let's say, the 11 series, then you can use that. So let's go ahead and unbox this real quick. The back doesn't really have anything, just some specifications, the IMEI and whatnot, and then it just says what it has inside of it. The right side, it just says iPhone. The top, you can already tell it's just the phone right there, the phone display, and then the left has iPhone as well. The top has the Apple logo, and the bottom has the Apple logo as well. So that's about it for the box. Pretty simple, but it does have a nice design. I really love that Apple shows the front display of the phone like this on their boxes. So that's enough for the box, and let's go ahead and unbox it. Go ahead and pull this. Boom, pretty satisfying right there. And pull this out like that. Put this to the side. And now we can go ahead and check out our phone in 3, 2, 1. Boom. So it's pretty smooth right there. We don't have anything here other than a cutout for the camera. As you can see, the camera cutout right there. And the 12 series, not the 12 Pro, it does not have a matte finish. So it's a little disappointing, but some people might like it. It doesn't really affect me too much. The sides, however, are matte on the 12 series, but on the 12 Pro, they are not matte finished on the sides. Honestly, I wish they made them all matte for both the series. And then we have our charging cable right here. So as you can see, that's a USB-C to Lightning for your fast charging, your 20-watt fast charging. And then we also have our Designed by Apple in California thing right here. So we probably have some stickers, one sticker, and our SIM ejection tool. So they did reduce it. They've reduced the sticker as well. We usually get 2, but that's okay. So we can go ahead and put this inside the box. I already have my charging cables from before, and so I don't really need these. And we can go ahead and check out our phone. So our phone right here is covered in like this I guess like this papery thing right here, and so we're gonna go ahead and peel that off. It does show you like the power button, volume, trigger, and whatnot, and then it also has that stuff right there. And so let's go ahead and check it out real quick. So let's go ahead and pull this up in 3, 2, 1. Boom. It's pretty nice, and we are introduced to our phone. So from my first impressions, this device looks really nice. These corners, I've had a pretty good feeling for now, but I will have to use it for a couple more days to give you all, I guess, my thoughts on it because I haven't used it and I don't know if this will like jab my fingers or jab my hand. And so for now, this looks pretty nice and I actually like the design. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video right here, get this phone set up, and I'll get back to y'all in a little bit. So I finally got the phone set up. It didn't take too long, just a couple minutes. Had to sign into my Apple ID and whatnot. And my first impressions of the device are pretty good so far. So I really enjoyed, I guess, the design of it. I really like these sides. And it kind of reminds you of the old iPhone, which is a really nice feeling. It's a little nostalgic. But other than that, there hasn't been much changes from the previous generations of iPhones. We haven't had a new Face ID. The Face ID is still perfect, and I probably don't think we need a new one. Hoping on a in-display fingerprint sensor for next year, but there are some things that I really kind of miss from my S21 as of right now, and one of those is going to be the high refresh rate. So 60 hertz, it's still smooth. The phone is still pretty smooth. It feels really smooth, but it's still 60 hertz. Once you get used to 120 hertz, there really isn't going back. And so that's going to be one of the disappointments and something that I really didn't like for my first impressions as of right now. But other than that, so far it's going pretty good. I've only used it for a couple minutes now, so I can't say too much about it. But as I said, design wise, and I guess the feeling of the device, it feels really premium. It does have a premium price tag, especially with the taxes and whatnot. But other than that, first up, my first impressions are pretty good of this device. And so I'm going to go ahead and use it for a couple days, and I'll probably get a video posted tomorrow or in 2 days, just giving y'all my thoughts on the device in a couple days after I get to use it for a couple hours, so I don't go ahead and say something when I haven't even tried it out or used it yet. So that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.